Okay, hi everybody. My name is Cindy, and I'm gonna give you just like a review of some of the things that we do here at Dreamers Together. I'm excited to be helping in this platform and being able to reach out to you and just if you're thinking about uh, renewing your DACA or having some questions and just having doubt and feeling like you're just like you don't know what to do or what's next, feel free to reach out. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on TikTok, you can find us on Instagram, and we're able to help and answer all of your questions. Be patient with us because we try to help as many people as we can, and we want to take this opportunity and be able to share with you some of the forms that you need to fill out and give you some more information. So if you're thinking about doing DACA, thinking about doing AOS, or thinking about advanced parole, just let us know, and we're here to help you. And I'm going to give you a small review. This is going to be our first video, just to kind of show you what the forms are, and then we'll continue doing pretty much what each one stands for and how we can fill them out. So if you need specific things that you need help with, just send us a message, like I said, through Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and we are able to help you. I'll also show you a little bit about the website where you can send us a message if you need to. But please feel free, like I said, to send us a message. We're here for you, and you're not alone. And once I got to know what this nonprofit stands for, I was all in, all hands on deck, because working together to be one, like pretty much helping one another. So we're going to be showing renewals for DACA, and hopefully it's well explained. And if not, just bear with me, and we'll kind of get back to you with whatever questions I was not able to answer. So first of all, I want to let you guys know that I'm not an attorney or a legal representative. Pretty much this session is just to give you general information of what DACA is. So please do not share sensitive information. We just want to make sure that you know that any personal information is sensitive information. So we just want to make you aware that this is very important to us, that we do not want to expose you guys or any of your information. Like, we try to be as professional as we can, and we just ask the same, that you just keep that information, because then we do not want to be held responsible. Sorry about that. But we do not want to we don't want to be held responsible for maybe being like, we share that information with us. So just be careful what kind of information you share. So you can follow us on our digital platforms, like I had mentioned, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, for more information or questions. And I'm going to say this in Spanish just because I want to make sure that you guys know, like, yo no soy abogada, ni soy una representante legal en lo absoluto. Simplemente esta es una sesión que está enfocada en proveer información general. Esta información básicamente la pueden verificar con el internet acerca de en la página web de inmigración, ¿ok? Entonces, favor de no compartir ninguna información que sea personal y sensitiva. Básicamente cualquier información que tenga que ver con lo personal, por favor no lo compartan. Es muy importante que sepan que nosotros no nos queremos hacer responsable porque compartan esta información personal y después lleguen a ver un poco de problemas. So, por favor, no compartan esa información. Si tienen una pregunta específica o algo, háganoslo saber por las plataformas que tenemos digitales, que es TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, y obviamente por YouTube, donde están viendo este video. Así que cualquier pregunta que tengan directamente, simplemente mándenos un mensaje directamente y les podemos contestar las preguntas conforme vayan llegando. ¿Ok? So please do not provide or share any sensitive information. So what is DACA? And a lot of people, I'm sure that if you're here, you know what DACA is, but pretty much DACA is deferred action. of childhood arrivals. It's a, you know, kind of administrative relief from deportation. The purpose of DACA is to protect eligible immigrant youth who came to the United States when they were children from deportation. So pretty much if you were brought to the United States when you were a minor and your parents brought you, you know, sometimes our parents make decisions without including us because we were children at that time. But if they did bring you when you were a minor, obviously you did not have a say on that. So pretty much what the requirement, there is some requirements for you to be able to get DACA. Okay, so I just want to make sure, just because you were brought in with as a child doesn't mean like you automatically, you know, there is some other requirements that you need to be aware of, and we just want to make sure that we provide you with that information. And if this is you, then we just want to encourage you, like, do not be afraid to be able to pretty much get this going. Okay, so like we have all the forms, we have the equipped people that are behind, like, you know, I'm just a face here, but there's people behind computers, everything, trying to help and trying to put all this together for you guys. So you guys can, if you guys check our Facebook, we are able to provide you with the forms. We're able to provide you step-by-step on how to do it. And sometimes you might have, I'm sure that if you have a question, we probably already answered. So I'm gonna pretty much let you know where all those platforms are at the end of this video. But just so you know, like if you have any questions, write it down. And I'm sure that if you check us on Facebook, you'll be able to get that information. So like I said, and not everybody is eligible, but if you are, I'll give you pretty much to let you know what this is or what makes you available. So pretty much the Deferred Action for Children Arrivals program offers employment authorization, which is a work permit. So this is a good thing for, you know, some of us that had the DACA at that point, and were able to work. So, you know, a big relief. And protection from deportation of certain people who qualify. The program is intended for undocumented immigrants who were brought to the United States by their parents when they were children. So that's pretty much what DACA stands for people that did not know. And I'm sure that if you are in this platform, you do know what that means. So just, you know, general information. So pretty much what is this? DACA eligibility requirements for initial applicants. So if this is the first time that you're applying, these are the guidelines that you have to follow. And so you are able to request DACA if you, one, were under the age of 31 as of June 15 of 2012, came to the United States before reaching your 16th birthday, have continuously resided in the United States since June 15 of 2007 up to the present time. So meaning that you have not left the U.S. During this time. So you have not, you have continuously lived or reside here in the United States. Like, you know, if you left for 2-3 days, 1 day, you left the country, this is like, you know, I'm sure that some of these you will have to talk to an attorney, but these are the requirements. So have continuously resided in the United States since June 15 of 2007 up to the present time. Were physically present in the United States on June 15 of 2012, and at the time of making your request for consideration of deferred action with USCIS, okay? So had no lawful status on June 15, 2012, meaning that you never had lawful immigration status on or before June 15, 2012, or any lawful immigrant status or parole that you obtained prior to June 15, 2012 had expired as of June 15, 2012. I know that this sounds complicated and just kind of hearing all those dates, but like I said, if you have a specific question on dates of when you left, or like I said, if you probably left for something or how you left, please send us a message and we'll like make sure to answer your question. But these are just, I'm just reading the guidelines, you know, that they have. 6, are currently in school, have graduated or obtained a certificate of completion from high school, have obtained a general education development GED certificate, or are an honorable discharge veteran of the Coast Guard or Armed Forces of the United States. and have not been convicted of a felony, significant misdemeanor, or 3 or more misdemeanors, and do not otherwise pose a threat for the national security or public safety. So that's those are some of the guidelines that you have to follow. And like I said, if it has to do with dates and you're not sure about it, just please let us know, send us a message. And like I said, we'll try to answer as soon as we can. But please don't hesitate. Like if you have a doubt, just let us know, okay? Also, this is for renewal, eligibility requirements for DACA renewal applicants. As an individual may be considered for renewal of DACA if he or she must meet the guidelines for consideration of initial DACA, see above. So pretty much all the guidelines that I had already shown you, and meets all of the following guidance. So the following that I will be about to read: do not depart the United States on or after August 15 of 2012 without advance parole. So advance parole, that's a whole other topic, and so we'll be getting to that, and I will be making a video of advance parole, and I'll show you how to fill out an application as well. But that's a whole other topic. But pretty much that you did not depart the United States on or after August 15 of 2012 without advance parole, had continuously resided in the United States since you were submitted his or her most recent request for DACA that was approved up to the present time. So it was approved, during this time, and has not been convicted of felony, a significant misdemeanor, or 3 or more misdemeanors, and does not otherwise pose a threat to national security or public safety. So those are the requirements that we have, okay? So the first forms, and I'll be showing you some of the forms, but the first form is I-821D. Pretty much the form is to request deferred action from deportation if your DACA has been expired for more than 1 year. So if you were not able to renew it in time and it expired and it's been more than a year, you will have to file as a first applicant. So you would have to file like an initial request, like you start all over again. So I encourage you that if you do have it, I know that sometimes finances can be part of the issue, but on our Facebook, sometimes they help with some of the renewals. So just check our website, check our Facebook page. But I encourage you, sometimes we have to make those sacrifices, and sometimes we have to, put more water to our beans. Like my mom would always say, anytime we had to pay an expense or anything, she'll be like, we'll get this, or we'll have to buy this, but we have to stretch, So I know that sacrifices, and us just being here, sometimes it's a sacrifice. So just please make sure that you do let us know about this. So if you have had a DACA and let it expire for more than a year, it's considered to be, an initial request. So have that in mind. If yours is about to expire, or if you're going a little bit longer. So, and make sure this is a must, because I will tell you, whenever I did mine, I would have to say this was the most stressful part of all, was have the addresses of where you live. So if your parents like to move, like my parents did, or even I did, and we moved several times, it was such a headache. And I can tell you, because it's I couldn't remember, did we live here? When did we leave? Was it this day? So start writing them down. So if you already have them, good for you. But if you don't, and you are like me, that we kind of move for every so often, make sure that you write them down, because you do have to make sure that it makes sense, the dates do make sense, because anything you put on these forms, be completely honest. You have to write the truth, so even if it's a month missing, try to go back to, maybe if you do keep your what are those called, the renter's application or something. But if you have that, but just make sure that you have the addresses, that every information that you're writing down on these forms, it's accurate, real information, that and sometimes I can tell you, like sometimes we might forget something. Try to ask your parents, try to ask, or like try to go back. I know that nowadays when you take a picture, it tells you like where you took it, or, sometimes that can help out as well. So I don't know how far back you have to go with your addresses on some of these, because, you probably moved several times, but I know that you have to make a certain amount of addresses. So have that. So this is the address for you to, let me see. I'm trying to move. Hopefully you can see, but this is the address that you would be able to see. And let me show you. So, and if you need help with like guidelines and you're like, okay, I don't know, this is the address that you would have to see, /DACA #guidelines. So any guidelines that I'm giving you, like I said, I'm using their website because if there's something I can, I'd like to be transparent with you. It's like we like to give the right information. Like we won't, we will never, if I'm not sure about something, like I will make sure, be like, I would not answer your question until I'm 100% sure that I'm answering you correctly. But if you have any questions, like I said, please follow us on Facebook and let us know how we can help you. But if you have any questions about guidelines, like this is the website where you can go. You can also check our like I said, our Facebook. Pretty much we've tried to gather all this information for you so you can have it in one place. We have it in Spanish and English, because I know sometimes, even though we speak English, sometimes, when we read it in Spanish, it's like a reaffirmation of what we know. So make sure that you do, check that website too, if it's easier for you. But if not, like I said, check us. So write it down. I'll leave it up here for a little bit. If you have to save it, screenshot it, anything you want to do. So that's the website where you can find all of these forms, but also, like I said, check us on Facebook, because you'll be able to find all those forms that I'm talking to you about. So the GI 145, well, yes, this form, you will be able to, it's 1145. And this is an option. Like, you do not have to do it, but if you want to, this is pretty much, you can do it. So obviously the only thing that you would have to do, read everything that you fill out and that you sign. Make sure that you read it, okay? Make sure you write your full name, applicant's, applicant, petitioner, full last name. So your full last name, okay? If you're like me, I have, before I got married, I had like 3 last names. I don't know, because they put the middle name and all this stuff. So, but full name, applicant's, petitioner's full name. So it would be your full name, applicant's, petitioner's middle name. So if you have a middle name, which I'm sure most of Hispanic people have, middle names, write it down. Your email, the email that you check. Some of us might have more than one email, but the email that you have, that you check daily for any information you might have, check this, write down that email. And a mobile phone, meaning your cell phone, where you can get text message. So this would be, that's just how they're going to keep you updated with your application. So pretty much this form is to request an electronic notification, an e-notification, that's what they're calling it, when U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services accepts your immigration application. This service is available for applicants at the USCIS lockbox facility. So pretty much, if you want to get notifications of how your case is going, your application was received, this is the form to do it. So I would say I did it. So I like to have, nowadays it's pretty much like, hey, I want to know what's going on in my case, and what a better way of doing it than either get it through your email, or, sometimes it's faster than your regular mail, just because, rainy days and whatever. But pretty much this is an easier way to do it. So the next one is the I-821D, consideration of defer action of child arrival. So the form, I will make a video of filling out this form completely. So I'm going to do one for each form, just so that you guys can kind of know what to fill out. I know that if it's your first time, it'll probably be a little bit more complicated, just because, you know, we sometimes get nervous of how to answer, and sometimes the way that they're asking these questions. But I just wanted to make a video of what forms you're going to need, so that way if you are able to download them or have them ready pre-filled, that way whenever we do the next video, you're able just to you know, put whatever was pending that you were missing. So this is a way just to kind of get to know what forms you're going to need. So like I said, I'm gonna save this video where you can come back and just kind of, you know, rewind it as you need to. But like I said, you can check on our Facebook, because you'll be able to see these forms, and you can have them pre-fill. Like if you have that way, like I said, whenever we do the video of how to fill them out, you will be able to just you know, check whatever you were missing, and we'll give you like a more detailed explanation. And if you have any questions, I'll probably do that one live, so that in case you have any questions, I can go ahead and answer them as we're doing it together. Okay. So so this would be the next one, and here I'll show you. I'll show you how the forms look on the USCIS website, so you can kind of also see if you want to go there and download them, but also if you want to go to our Facebook and download them, you're welcome to do so as well. So remember that the other one was, so make sure you write them down, which is the G1145, which is the e-notification, and this is optional. This is not like I have to do this. This is an option. So just make sure you have that form if that's where you want to go, that route you want to go. And then this form, which is the I-821D. So this is a must. Like this is, you know, I don't feel like doing it. This is, we have to do this form for sure. The next one is the I-765 application, which this is for employment authorization. So this one is this form right here. And this is application for employment of authorization. Like I said, this form also, if you want to download it, have it pre-fill. That way, whenever you need help, we'll be able to help you. And that way we can just go over it. Like I said, I'm going to do a video for each of these forms, just to make sure that you guys, I spend the right amount of time. Please let me know if you want us to do them live, or if you just want me to go ahead and you know, do them and just do a video, and it makes it easier for you. But we can always go live, and that way if you have any questions, we'll be glad to answer them. But just let me know. We're here to help as much as we can. So remember, these are the forms that you would have to do: is the I-765, the I-821D, and the G1145. And this is pretty much it. This is the website where you guys can go and find all of our information, which is dreamerstogether.org. And there you can find the forms as well, like /forms. Hey, you're going to have them all together. If you go to the website, the USCIS website, you would have to like type in each one, but here you'll find all the forms together. And pretty much as a group, like our mission, a group of passionate dreamers who care and are ready to help the immigrant community, providing guidance and general knowledge, we advocate for family reunification, one family at a time. And one of these days, I'll just, you know, I'll try to share a little bit about my story, but I'm here to help. I'm here to help you guys try to fill these forms, be able to, you know, have a more peace of mind of knowing that you're trying to do, you know, what you can to be able to be here the best way possible. And like I said, like it mentions here, like that's our mission. You know, our mission is we're just passionate to be dreamers, and like we care for the immigrant community, and that's what we do. If you have any specific questions about what you want us to talk about, what you guys have concerns, if you guys want to hear some of our stories that some of our dreamers have gone through, you know, because I think that the more we share, the more you you kind of get to hear those stories, you know, that actually dreams do come true, and we're here for that. We're here to hear stories, and we want to be able to one day be able to hear your story. You know, that we inspire you to do this. We inspire you to take that step of faith and be like, you know, let's do it. Let's fill these DACAs renewals. Let's fill out DACA, you know, applications, and hopefully in the future being able to go see your family. That's what, you know, we want. We want to be able to see families reunified and be able to spend that time with them. So that's all I have for you guys. And like I said, let me know if you want us to be able to fill these forms live. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. And go to our website. Make sure you'll get information there. Find us on Facebook as well, Dreamers Together. You'll find us there. You'll find us on TikTok, and you'll find us on Instagram. So have a good night, and I hope that this was helpful. Look for all the forms. Like I said, you can check dreamerstogether.org/forms, and you'll be able to get all those forms together. Make sure, one of the things that I probably forgot to mention, but make sure that all the forms are up to date, because sometimes we might say forms that we got like 2 or 3 years ago, and make sure that the forms are up to date, because sometimes some of them are expired forms. Okay, so thank you guys so much for your time, and si se puede, you guys can do it. Thank you. Good night.